Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. While still more people gathered in the crowd, Jesus said to them, "This generation is an evil generation. It seeks a sign, but no sign will be given it except the sign of Jonah. Just as Jonah became a sign to the Ninevites, so will the Son of Man be to this generation. At the judgment, the queen of the south will rise with the men of this generation, and she will condemn them, because she came from the ends of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon. And there is something greater than Solomon here. At the judgment, the men of Nineveh will rise with this generation and condemn it, because at the preaching of Jonah, they repented, and there is something greater than Jonah here." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
As I mentioned at the beginning of this liturgy, it is the optional memorial of St. John the 23rd, Pope. And I remember being a child when he was elected. And as a child, being impressed by one thing that seemed to characterize him. This jolly, fat man who smiled broadly and whose figure just inspired confidence and tenderness. He was a lot more than that, of course. He was a very learned man, a man of profound faith and trust, with a tremendous devotion to his guardian angel. It is written that, or he has wonderful memoirs of how every time when he was a papal nuncio or in the diplomatic corps for the Holy See, he would pray to his guardian angel that he would collude with the representatives of the foreign nation of power's guardian angel, so that they could communicate effectively and he could represent and protect the church. He was a sign in his own time, and we are asked to be signs. Jesus, through his passion, death, and resurrection, points to the Father, points to life eternal, points to hope, and gives meaning, direction, and purpose to all of human existence. Jonah, eaten alive and spit out, came to life again to preach to the Ninevites and led them to conversion. We are called to let God's Spirit take over our hearts, our minds, and our lives, so that we too may be living signs of God's word to others, through our example, through our even gestures, even a gentle smile. Whatever it is that the Lord has given us as a gift and a quality, we are called to share with others and to make it his own. Understanding, intellect, and knowledge, the capacity to listen and to be sensitive to the other, a quality to provide guidance at the right moment to somebody who is lost, comfort to somebody who is mourning, or in pain because of a loss. Whatever the quality it is that we have and the gift that we have been given, the first part is to recognize that gift, to acknowledge it. So many of us, I often hear say, I don't have anything to bring to the table. I don't recognize any particularly interesting or good quality or gift in me. Well, you're obviously not reflecting very much on yourself, because God doesn't make junk. We all have been given gifts, great and small, a few or many. And all of those gifts belong to the Lord because they are meant to be signs of His presence. Point to Him here and now to others, so that, like the Ninevites, converted by the miracle of Jonah's life and word, we, converted by the miracle of Christ's words, passion, death, and resurrection, may make His word a reality here and now. In a world often filled with darkness and confusion, in a world that has rejected time and again Christ, in a world that nevertheless, because of that, continues to experience pain and loss and suffering with no meaning or purpose behind it. Let us ask the Lord that we may indeed be signs of Christ, that we may point to Him with our lives, that we, with all the gifts we have been given, may indeed be instruments of His peace, His reconciliation, and His joy.